In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to enable SSO on Salesforce. We'll walk through the process step by step. So even if you're not a Salesforce expert, you'll be able to follow along and get single sign-on up and running for your users. First, start by logging into your Salesforce account with an admin profile, or at least a profile that has permission to change security settings. Once you're logged in, look towards the top right-hand corner of the screen. You'll see a small gear icon, which is your gateway to the setup area. Go ahead and click that gear icon. From the drop-down that appears, choose the option that opens the advanced setup page. This will take you into the main Salesforce setup interface, which is where most configuration changes are made. It might look a bit overwhelming if you're new to it, but we're only going to use a small part of it today. On the left-hand side, you'll see a vertical panel with a search bar at the top. This search is very helpful because it lets you jump directly to what you need. Click into that search bar and type single sign-on settings. As you type, Salesforce will filter the results. Under the identity section, you should see an option called single sign-on settings. Click that to open the SSO configuration page. Now you're on the main single sign-on settings page. At the top of this page, look for an edit button. Click edit to make changes. You'll see several options appear, and one of them will be a checkbox labeled SAML enabled. SAML is the protocol that most identity providers use to handle single sign-on with Salesforce. Check the box next to SAML enabled to turn it on. Once you've done that, scroll to the top or bottom of the section and click Save. Salesforce gives you save buttons in both places, and either one works the same way. After saving, SAML support is now enabled in your Salesforce org. The final step is to create a new SAML configuration. This is where you connect Salesforce to your identity provider. You'll need to get the issuer, the entity ID, and the certificate from your IDP. In Salesforce, use those details to set up a new SAML single sign-on configuration so Salesforce knows how to trust sign-ins from that provider. Once that configuration is in place and saved, you're done. SSO is now enabled on Salesforce, and your users can start signing in through your identity provider instead of using separate Salesforce passwords.